All right. I think this should be going. I'm just double checking that it's working, my live stream. Yeah, there we go. Let me turn this down so. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. I can watch the chat now with my phone in case somebody comes by. All right. So basically, what we're doing here is we're live streaming a meme where basically I'm going to be remixing this That's a 10 meme. I've already taken, you might be familiar with this. It's a video of ooh, I can grab it. I can play the original video so you can see it in all of its glory. Let me find the original here on my desktop. And that's a 10. Here it is. I'm just gonna open it up. Let me pull it over here for you. Oh, it's not letting me bring it. That's a weird shame. Well, I can just open it up in a new audio channel. All right. So yeah, you might be familiar with this video already.
So in tasting, what we do is take a small amount right off the top. It doesn't take much. The warmest part right here, I'm going to invert the spoon. Cover all 9,000 taste buds. Aerate it. Warm it up. Driving up that top note, that cream, pure vanilla, sweeteners. That's a 10.
That's a 10. That's a 10. So, yeah, I've seen this video a lot over the years. It's like not a new video by any means, not a new meme, anything like that, but it's always cracked me up. It just always, I'm still smiling thinking about it right now because it's that funny to me. The guy that taste tests the vanilla ice cream. That's a 10. And so I took that. I went through the liberty of already doing something to this yesterday. I actually have the video up on my channel. You can just watch the video of just this that I'm about to play here. Let me open back up the video window. Where are you at? View. Video window. I should learn that shortcut. Was it Shift Command V? No. Option Command V? Yeah. Wow. That's like a really handy one. I should really know if I'm going to continue working with video. But anyway, so I went ahead and harmonized with a vocoder. The whole thing with some chords I made up.
So in tasting, what we do is take a small amount right off the top. It doesn't take much. That's the warmest part right here. I'm gonna invert the spoon. Cover all 9,000 taste buds. Aerate it. Warm it up. Driving up that top note, that cream, pure vanilla, sweeteners. That's a 10.
So yeah, I did that yesterday, which I already thought was very funny. But now what I want to do. A good friend of mine gave me an idea when I sent this to him, and he's like, it should drop a beat
That's a 10.
right there, and then do like a Daft Punk style like funk remix of the song. I have lots of cool chords in here, so I thought that was actually a pretty good idea. You could make a cool beat off of it, which would increase like the meme value. I'm not going to focus too much on making the video that would go along with it right now, which I know is a very important like part of the meme. But
Sweeteners.
what I'm going to do
That's a 10.
is I have pulled up prepared this on my computer from the other session where I made this. I've pulled up, you can see some audios that from that session in this folder. These are the audios that I used to make that vocode because I had to do it in a couple different passes in order to get the desired sound. And honestly, I could have even done more to make it sound even more pro, but it just wasn't worth it. It's just a meme, so we can make it sound pretty good without doing any of that extra work. And I have the MIDI here. This is what is going to be the chords that I played, which means that because I have that, I'm going to be able to supplement this harmonized guy with extra synthesizers. Any synthesizer I want, we can audition sounds and stuff like that later. I have some custom ones I've made, and we can look at some presets too. So I'm pretty excited because I think it's going to be fun. It's just a fun departure from like trying to work on a serious project or anything like that. And yeah, I'm just going to keep going on this until I get bored. Hopefully I'll work for at least a couple hours. So let's begin. I'm going to close the video for now because later I'm going to come back, because anytime I mess with this audio file here on this channel, the video file with the audio, it will make that video go in other places too. So like if I'm going to loop the that's a 10, I can just like copy paste it and then duplicate it a bunch, and Ableton will play it. That's a 10. That's a 10. Which is really awesome. And if I like warp the audio and stuff too, as long as I'm pretty forgiving and I'm not too crazy on the effects on this channel, I can the video will go along with it. It'll make it faster or slower and things like that. So basically, it's just important that later I'm going to match the way that I've chopped the audio with this channel up here, but I'm not going to use as many effects because I don't want to like mess up it. Ableton, you know, first and foremost is an audio manipulation software, and although it does have video integration, that's, I would say, like a fairly new, since Ableton 9 maybe. I'm not super down with the history of video processing in Ableton, but you know, I know that the improvements it's made recently have been big. You know, it does like 4-pass rendering and stuff like that. But what I've seen in some stuff, especially with like working with memes, which is so funny to talk about it like this, but you know, when I've tried harmonizing other memes and stuff like that, one time I sped up a clip twice as much, and just doing that for the whole clip it really mangled the video. It wasn't able to just like speed the video up twice. In that case, I should have just like taken the video into a video editor after and matched it with the audio, which I might end up doing with this one. But later we can see if Ableton can do it itself. Maybe that'll be another stream I do later. It will be getting like working with the video to make this into a video to post on my channel. So, but for now, let's work on the remix. So I know that's a 10 has to be the hook. It has to be the hook. I picked 122 because it's like a club tempo, or like I want it to have like a 4 on the floor beat, and you know, that disco tempo is like real in-house kind of ish area. I'm a little slow, but we could speed it up. We'll see. I'm going to have to warp this audio, but I'm going to go ahead and mute this channel now because I'm going to work with a new one that I have the audios, like I said. So let's pull these in to Ableton really quick here. Oh, the other audio that I have. So I'll let me tell you about what I've selected from the other session. So this is the bass.
So in tasting, what we do is take a small amount right off the top.
It's the whole thing. It's just the bass.
Right off the top. It doesn't take much. That's the warmest part right here. I'm going to invert the spoon.
Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I was trying to harmonize the guy's vocal yesterday, like I said. And, like, what a lot of people I don't think realize about, like, things like Auto-Tune the News or these harmonized excerpts is that it's really hard to find a popular like meme format that has really clear audio with minimal noise in the background from a clear speaker that has a really consistent tone. That's something that you need in order to like use Auto-Tune in a way that's going to make it sound the way that you want it to sound. The source is so important. And I tried all sorts of different settings on Auto-Tune. I was using Vocal Synth and Auto-Tune. I was back and forth. I didn't try Melodyne, although I have it, but I didn't want to spend an exorbitant amount of time getting this meme to sound good. It just was like not a priority for me. So what I did instead was, actually I think that this goes down here. Something like that. Because this one is just his mouth noises. And the reason I have just the mouth noises on a separate channel is what I'm about to get to in this tangent. Basically, I recorded myself doing the exact pronunciation that he does on a single note in the other session. And I sat there and I literally like would listen to it over and over and over again, and then I would record myself saying exactly what he said, as close to how he said it as I could, with the same inflection and and the vowel sounds and like the length and all of that stuff. I tried to get that as close as I could without, nitpicking myself too hard. And then I used vocal synth to tune them so that it would sound, like a robot, which at the end of the day, I don't think anybody would, unless you're isolating them like I am now. It's hard to tell that it's not just the recording, because who's to say it wouldn't sound like that? And is it really that much different? Because I said the exact same things he said, the same way that he said them. I just happened to use my voice instead of his. Now, I left in his mouth clicks because they're hilarious.
Spoon.
Where is it? Where's those clicks? Those.
Area.
I want to hear those mouth noises. Yeah. So, I have a whole.
That's a 10.
Yeah. Oh, it has.
10.
It does have that's a 10 at the end.
That's a 10. That's a 10.
We're going to use that sample for sure. Let's grab that right now and give it its own channel, because that's going to be a dope
That's a 10.
drop.
That's a 10. That's a 10. That's a 10. That's a 10.
I want it close,
That's a 10.
as close to the beginning of the
That's a
sample as
10.
possible.
That's a 10. That's a 10.
And then his mouth noises, like a little ASMR for people who are into that. Okay, I'm just gonna shove this over here for now. That's a 10. I tried to make it so that that's a 10 drops on bar 16 of the harmonized. Like, I want the format to be, it's gonna play the video at the beginning harmonized, and then it's gonna play the remix, which is gonna chop up all of the chords and little funny phrases that he says at the beginning into the remix, which is like, that's the meme, right? It's funny. So I feel like just like analyzing the meme like this makes it not funny, but this is kind of an educational live stream, I guess, or a music production educational live stream. So it's more about what I'm doing than you guys thinking this is a really hilarious meme. I don't really care, because I think it's really funny. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to pull up is the MIDI. Let me grab that. All right, those are the chords I played. I played those in live, by the way. Little snippets of them live, and I cleaned it up a little bit, but I played all these voicings just so you know. It's not like I'm pecking around and clicking. Not that there's anything wrong with that at all. I just it's faster for me because I play piano, to be honest. So we're just gonna call this chords. For now, I'm gonna make this white because I don't want to look at it, and I want to kind of make it the same color as the background so that I don't have to think about it. Oh, that's nice. I like that. That's a 10. Oh yeah, okay. And now we can just start working with this audio. So it drops on 16, right? Right here. Whoops.
That's a 10.
Boom. And then right here is where we're going to start remix. So put a little marker there so that I know when I want to come back to that anytime. I know where that's at. That's really easy to set up. And I'm just going to move all this stuff down right now. Just get it started so that we don't mess around too much with this part. I want to leave this really alone, to be honest. We'll come back to that loop later. We don't need to set it right now. All right. So these are, I'm just going to call this mouth noises. And I want to clean up the mouth noises because I want to make percussion out of his mouth clicks. So I'm going to set up a resampling channel right now, because what we're going to do is I'm going to put an effect on the mouth noises channel to get rid of some of the noise, the excess you can hear. Whoop. Let me take off the Met. When the mouth noises happen, there's just some residual noise, because it was just an interview that was recorded inside of that factory room, which is not made to sound acoustically good for recording music audio. This was never the intention. So I have to go through and do this myself a little bit. And I know I can clean it up. So let's open up Isotope RX and get it going on the channel. The only thing that the reason I'm resampling it after is because Isotope RX is, I mean, this is just going to eat up a bunch of CPU. After I'm done treating the audio, I'm not going to ever want the untreated one back. So, it's not like it's not a huge deal to just print it and then move on. All right. So, without RX on, let me pull the window over here for you so you can see it. All right. So basically what this is going to do is it's going to give us a profile for the noise or for everything. I'm going to boost the gain on this so we can hear it a bit better. Like, I wish that I didn't do that, but we got to do it. It's tough because I cut it off because I didn't want the noise in there when I had the harmonize line going in, so I cut the little snippets out. But now I'm realizing that that's counterproductive to taking the noise out because I want a sample of the noise, and the longer sample of noise that I have, the better composite it's going to do to take it out with leaving the mouth noises in. There. That's pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to have it learn, and then I'm going to play that noise. Ooh. I got to make sure I get it before. There we go. That's a pretty good line. So now, it looks like it does kind of generally follow that curve. Yeah, so with this much reduction, you can hear when I turn up the threshold. When I turn it down, it's much louder. So compare it to something like this. I'm going to turn up the threshold because I want to make sure that I can see this part of the curve. Actually, I'm going to turn it up a bit at first. That's a lot. I'm just playing around with these to see. Oh, okay. Yeah, you see the difference? It's like an EQ, but it's different, right? It's like multi-band. It's just like it's using like a noise profile to create like a multi-band dynamic system for really intricate amounts of frequencies. At least that's what I think it's doing. I could be wrong. And I don't mind how high the low end is over here because how like I don't want that in those click sounds. It's going to be like a little like percussion type thing. So, we'll leave that room for the rest of the track. We got lots of bass to put in. The curve's interesting, huh? Oh. Let's make it more like this. This is so weird. Just play around with this. Some people at home are probably like, why is he being so extreme with this? That's just because I'm playing around with it. I'm going to hone it back in. Don't worry. I'm also going to turn down the threshold because that's just like an extreme setting. I need a longer sample of the noise, to be honest. That's not bad. That's a little more even of a spread. Can I just put this back on 0? It's close enough. Oh, yeah. I feel like that's going to do a little bit better, huh? So let's check out. We haven't even looked at any of this yet. Fast versus best. That's gonna really have a big lag. Maybe we'll turn it up to best when we print it. No, it's gonna put it well, we can just drag it back, but fast, I don't really care that much on this kind of thing. I'm gonna get rid of the reduction curve for now. Wow, you can really hear the difference, huh? Yeah, because it knows, because that's the segment that I sampled. Like, nothing. All of it. Nothing. Kind of gives it an unpleasant quality to the tinginess of it, though. We're going to have to play with it once we resample it, but for now, let's go back here. I'm going to make this a cool color so that it's more fun to look at. Nice. Ooh. That's just an unfettered segment of noise. Nice. One more time. There we go. There we go. And turn up the threshold. And then let's turn the reduction up. Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want. Okay, okay. That's great. That's exactly what I want. Let's resample it. So we're going to set the channel to resampling. This is very easy to do in Ableton to record audio. Instead of busing it from channel to channel, I mean, Ableton has a bus set up for you already that resamples. You don't have to make your own bus or like send this to this channel. There's multiple ways to do this. The easiest one is just to select resampling, which is what it's going to do is if I enable this channel and I record, anything that comes out of the master bus, which is right now everything that I've set, right now it's everything that I've set, it will come out of the master channel, and it's going to record all of that to this channel, which is a really helpful tool. Now what I'm going to do instead is solo the mouth noises, because I only want to record the mouth noises. And then I'm just going to make this simple here, and let's just go. You can already see what's happening here. How it's getting rid of the noise. Take a look at that. I'm going to get rid of this now. All right, now on mouth noises, clean. And I'm sure we can use that as a cool sound. I'm going to call this auditioning. Or no, we'll just call it Sandbox. That's a better name for it. Snadbox. Sandbox. Yeah, this is going to be, and then this will be Sandbox 2. These are going to be a couple channels I set up just for playing with audio without worrying about committing anything. And they're easy, and I can just do a bunch of processing and stuff on them without feeling like I'm messing with other parts of a track too much. It's a nice way to organize things and to make sure that you've got a way to play with the audio as freely as you want without feeling constrained. I like that feeling, so yeah, I'm not feeling this pale blue. It's a little depressing right now. Let's get some cool colors going. There we go. I like that. And then these ones, let's make them, the master channel, we'll make that like bright. I don't like the pale. What's the brightest yellow? That one's darker. I don't like that. Teal. There we go. And then these can be like a dark blue. How about that? There we go. Ooh. And then I'll make these orange for now. Boom. There we go. Just making everything nice and pretty. Okay. So now that we have the mouth noises, I took this out because I really like it. We can use that for something for sure. So let's find our favorite mouth noises. I feel like these loud ones are going to be good. These are good. Yeah, I like both of these ones. And this one. It's cool because we can make a quintuplet groove. Yeah. That's really sick. This guy's polyrhythmic. Oh, that one's 7? Oh. Oh, it's on. That's so awesome. Copy. Put it in the sandbox. We're going to call this 7-tuplet. And then where was that 5 at? Here? Dang, that's such a shame. There's like that. Anyway, that's as close as we're going to get without getting much of that little vocalization in there. Copy, paste. This will be 5-tuplet. And then I said I also like this one because it's just a 4. This way, we're going to be able to have, like, I'm going to call this 16ths. Because now we can subdivide the groove 3 different ways. We can swing in 5s and 7s, and we have our regular 4s. I'll just have to warp them, which will be a cool thing to do here, and that'll be all it takes. Yeah, so basically, let's go ahead and start working on that. I'm gonna pull up a sampler here. So I'm making a MIDI instrument. Let me put it on top of the sandbox. And for now, I'm just gonna I'm gonna make this all inactive so that I don't have to look at these right now. Is this part of That's a 10 just like the trailing off of it? Yeah. Cool. Nice. Very cool. I'm going to put these in a little group called Don't Touch, so that I don't touch them. Just leave it alone for now. And now we've got a lot of stuff to look at. Cool. The chords, that's just MIDI information. Nothing wrong with that. These guys right now are synced up, right?
So in Days Day, what we do is take a small amount right off the top. It doesn't take much. That's the warmest part right here. I'm gonna invert the spoon. Cover all 9,000 taste buds.
Cool. We're gonna just be like sampling this stuff all over the place.
So in Days Day.
For now.
So in Days.
That's a 10. That's a 10.
That's a 10. That's a great one. I need to name it so that we know that that's 10.
That's a 10.
I already know something I want to do with this because I want to hear how it sounds pitched down. I'm dying to know.
That's a 10. That's a 10. That's a 10.
13, 4, 12. Where's the octave? There we go.
That's a 10. 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 That's a 10.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with, for now, the
That's a 10. That's a 10. That's a 10.
He already has a low voice to start with.
That's a 10. That's a 10. That's a 10.
That's a 10.
You can hear the like artifacts from the noise. That's what's making all that weird tinny alien sound.
That's a 10. That's a 10.
That's a 10. That's a 10.
So what if we do it like this? We automate the pitch, the transposition modulation on this clip.
That's a 10. 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 That's a 10.
There we
That's a
go.
10.
I'm just going to consolidate it to make this simpler.
That's a 10.
So we're just going to like drop that to 10 as soon as it happens.
That's a 2. That's a 2.
Boom. Yeah, that's cool. So we'll have this version
That's a 10.
and this version.
That's a 2.
That's awesome. I'm going to go ahead and resample this. Call it resampling. We'll just keep this as a resampling channel for now. And
That's a 2. That's a 2. That's a 2.
cool. Now we have that. Very nice, very nice.
That's a 2.
And we can go ahead and remove that. So
That's a 10. That's a 10. That's a 2.
very cool. That's 10 pitch drop. What else do we want to do to the that's a 10?
That's a 10.
Yeah, I'm just going to leave it for now then. We've got these two different ones that we can use. Sandbox 2. And this one will be Sandbox 1. Very cool. All right. So let's get going on the drums. I'm just going to make a drums group. So I made an audio channel. That's where I'm going to put the kick drum. And then we will make a drums folder, which is standard folder. I called it a folder. It's really a bus. Grouping buses. It's a really nice way to group them. I personally like it. I think some people don't really like it. They like the more traditional way of looking at busing that follows, the way of a mixer like this. And being able to move the channel wherever you want, like in Pro Tools. But for me, this is great. And now that you can group groups, you can bus buses. It's like, it's awesome. It has so many sends and stuff. It's like really great. I'm a big fan. What can I say? All right. And you can still do like traditional processing too, but you have to do it through these sends, which is more complex. I mean, but so is doing it the old way. That is more complex. This is just simplified. Not as many features, which I'm okay with at this point. Kick drum. We're going to want hats. I'm going to probably have at least two hat channels. At least two claps. Clap 1 and clap 2. And then we're going to get like an effects channel in there. And effects. And then let's see. Like a perk channel. And then of course mouth noises. Cool. Very, very cool. I'm going to make these all the same color. And then I'm going to just grab them and shut them. We're going to get a little bit of space organization here. Yiddy. All right. Very nice. Let's get a kick drum. I want like a disco kick for sure. Wait. Let's go to Splice. I'm going to get out Splice because I know I've got disco kicks in Splice. Oop. I pulled it over there. Here we go. Let's just look at recently added because I've picked up some new kicks. These are a little more, not for the style. That one's okay, but it's still too. It's that one I kind of like. Great kick. I'm definitely going to use that at some point at least. I'm going to make a second kick channel. And I'm actually just going to put this as kick 2 because I'm not sure if I want it as my first kick, as my like main kick. I want that. I know I'm going to want that. Oh. That's the one. So we'll use kick 2 for like softer sections, and then the main section we'll use kick 1. Ooh. It's a small little sample. We're going to make this a wow. We're going to make these 4 on the floor patterns really quick because we can always just edit them later. Nice.
That's a 10.
Like this will be cool with an 808 or something. Or like a really big bass under it because it's just a lot of top end punch. And then you could combine another kick underneath it, make a composite kick drum. So maybe we'll do that another time. For now, let's work on the punchy kick. That's really dope. All right, let's just turn it down a bit. For mix purposes, we can mix quieter. Turn up in my headphones up, though. Very nice. All right. At the beginning, it's like, that's a 10.
That's a 10.
And then it'll go straight into...
That's a 10. That's a 2.
That's cool. That'll be a different part, though. We don't need it in this part. I have an idea for that, though.
That's a 10. That's a 2.
This is not how I want it to begin. But I do want to work on this idea right now because I just had it. A little breakdown section where we're going to just mess with the actual said versions of That's a 10.
That's a 10. That's a 2.
Cool.
That's a 10. That's a 2. That.
Yeah. I really like that.
That's a 10. That's a 2. That.
And then let's do it like... So it'll be like that, and then it's going to go like that, that's turn. So we need 2 beats. 1 beat. That. That's a 10.
That's a 2.
A little too fast. Oh, I think I'm just I didn't go far enough, huh? This was supposed to be like that. That's 10.
That's a 2.
That did nothing.
That's a two.
Wow, this is.
That's a two.
Yeah, I like that, but I'm gonna transpose it up.
That's a two.
There's like a really gross sound in it, right? I'm just gonna go ahead and work on that really quick.
That's a two. That's a two. That's a two.
Cool. I like that curve, but I need to get rid of some of the undesirable frequencies, right? So let's just set up a little guy with a high Q, and let's listen.
That's a two.
Let's do another one. I'm gonna turn up that Q even a little bit.
That's a
Let's do the same thing for 6.
That's a two.
You can kind of see, like, I mean, you can see where there's spikes, and then you just kind of listen to like where, you know, into where it sounds bad.
That's a two.
I don't actually mind that one. Whereas that one makes it just sound a lot more clarid. You know, it's not as tinny.
That's a two.
Nice.
That's a two.
And I can, you know what? The only thing that makes it still sound not amazing is the sibilance on the on the because you can hear a lot of reverb from the audio, even though we removed a lot of noise. So I'm just gonna. Cool. Let me see. Actually, I just kind of did that arbitrarily on the beat. It's pretty much right on the beat, I guess. I'm not getting any more out of that. So I guess it's just gonna be like this then. That's easy. That's actually really easy to do because we can just boom, boom, boom. There. And 2 more. Cool.
That's a two.
Copy and then paste.
That's a
Cool. So we've got.
That's a 10. That's a two. That's a two. That's a
And then I want. Cool. Actually, I don't want this 4th one yet. I just want another one of those. So we've got.
That's a two. That's a two.
And then I want to do a more complex pattern at the end. Like, like I do a little hemiola or something, or like a little polyrhythm. 1 2 3 1 2 1. Oh yeah.
That's a two. Two.
So it'll like drop, right?
That's a 10. That's a two. That's a 10. That's a two.
No, I want it just this one, right? The intro, it'll be like a drop. Like
That's a 10. That's a 2. That's a 2. That's a 2. That's a 2. 2. 2. 2.
Oh man, where's that's a 10, 10, 10.
2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2.
Oh my gosh. This is so funny.
2. 2.
I'm really into this right now. This is going to be so crazy once we put more stuff on it.
2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2.
Can turn the kick back up for now, or I can just turn these down. How about that?
2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. That's a 10. That's a 2. 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 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2.
Yo, it's a 10. That's 10 for sure. It is totally a 10. Underneath the sandbox, I'm going to put vocal chops. I'm going to have 2 of them. I'm just going to call them 1 and 2. For simplicity's sake right now, I'm just trying to go fast. Got to go fast. It's I got to get off in a minute here, but I want to finish up doing this first. So I had them in the sandbox, which is a great place to play with them, but I'm going to want to start working with these soon. So I'm going to just copy them and paste them here, and then I'm going to get them out of the sandbox and in the resampling channel. LOL. So there we go. Now we've got...
That's a 10. That's a 2.
And I can turn this down.
That's a 10. That's a 2. That's a 2.
This is just the kick drum. Oh, it's down here.
That's a 2.
Very nice. Okay. With that being said, I'm going to save right now, and I actually have to go, but I will be back doing this more again, maybe even later today. I'm definitely not done, even close to done working on this. This is only the beginning. I'm just having fun playing with this, and you can see kind of how my brain works in music production while I'm working on it. So yeah, if you're into that, then go ahead and subscribe, because I plan on doing things like this a lot, and would love to hear about what other people would like me to do. If you find this interesting, I would do more of it. I think I have a good time producing on live stream because it allows me to think out loud, and if people are actually talking to me, it allows people to give me insight that I might not have on something that I might have either come up with later or that I might have missed completely. That's always nice. And I don't know, I'm really here for the sharing of information, and I've got a lot to talk about. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.